Hello and welcome. My name is John Kelly, and this is the League of Ordinary Men. I come to you a little morose today, a little sad, a little depressed. I uh, I really started this League of Ordinary Men not just to be a fucking hero or any ambitious asshole or anything like that, but I actually wanted to just bring together back our friend group and do what we did best, just have fun and try and solve problems while we're at it. And I'm failing miserably, and that's normally not something I'm comfortable with. And I feel as though and every time I tried to reapproach the League of Ordinary Men, I just got really like afraid and like hesitant and objectionable towards the entire thing. So I decided to restructure it to make it more manageable, not only for me but for everyone, and make it a little bit more accessible, and make people have a little bit more involvement into it and a little bit more clear message of what I wanted to actually have from this organization. So I split everything up into councils. Within these councils, there's different leaders, and I just chose the leaders basically on interest in the group, friendship, and interests that I've seen just basically in conversation that I've had with you guys. I mean, and one of the problems that I had was I only picked issues that I cared about and things that I was good at. I mean, I haven't divulged into the problem with women, but Savannah Martin and Gwen Reed are probably like some of the most intelligent women I've found in the entire debate. So I feel as though that they should lead that organization, and that having my word in it is not going to be that beneficial. So I divided them up and tried to put each person into a group that would benefit from their leadership. And within this, I had a problem because I couldn't figure out how to actually divide up the power but keep the actual idea and the promise that I had from the whole of actually having this group as a unit. So I decided to go for basically a written directive, which I've entitled Committals. Now, committals are basically just formal directives that say that your plan of action, plan of fundraising, plan of ideas, plan of thought, and just ways to actually push forward towards towards your actual goal that you wanted to push forward. And this is not only, I don't want this to be treated as like a homework assignment or for the League of Ordinary Men to die once again, but for it just to be like a reference point for everyone else that isn't involved in this conference or in this council to look at and be like, oh, here's what they're doing, here's what they want to do, here's where they're getting the funds, and here's what their intensive goal is. They don't have to be extremely formal, just enough for everyone to get the picture and just actually look forward. With that said, they also have to be actual mission statements. I feel as though that would bring legitimacy to the group and allow more people to join in who are serious about this NGO. Another big problem with the entire situation was that we didn't have any time for everyone to meet together, that we would come back to posts. I mean, Egypt got solved by the time we even got close to people involved into the entire process. And then we had a whole new stance of Libya, and then entire conflicts changing rapidly, and the entire debate changing in days at a time. And so this was a major problem. What I would want to push forward more is more communication from the committees and councils. But of course, this also depends on your level of involvement. I want to have some time for this to prosper, so that's why I'm putting the first meeting on May 1st at 7 p.m., which is a Sunday. And that will just be a general assembly meeting. That's for everyone to partake in, see what the level of interest of the League of Ordinary Men, and go from there, so we can actually see this as a charity and do some good. See if this new structuring is realistic, and see if we can actually move forward. I encourage anyone that actually wants to participate in this to join and talk and debate. I believe we can do it on Skype. I don't know. I'm not that technologically sound. So I feel as though Skype has that option to hold a large meeting, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe Ryan Lane will have to do something and fix the whole situation. So I'm not sure. That being said, with the technology and infrastructure and everything like that, you guys have better ideas than me, like 95% of the time. If you guys see problems with the website, problems with the writing, problems with anything, problems with structuring, talk to me about it. I am one of the most reasonable guys I've ever met in my life. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a way better idea than I've ever thought. Yeah, make the website better. I can give you the permission number. I try to make it as best as I could, try to make links, try to make it accessible, try to make it just a basic format, not too much pizzazz, because I really didn't know how to put that much pizzazz. I love pizzazz, but I don't know how to make pizzazz. So I tried to make it as basic as possible. If you guys can improve on that, then by all, shit yeah. Please improve on it. I hope that this clarifies some things and we can push forward for this group, because we got nonprofit status, and that was an accomplishment on its own, and I feel as though we can use that for a lot of good and actually move towards this thing as a group. This can be all of ours. We can all be leaders. We can all be changers of the world, and I really, really emphasize that we can do that. Even if it's small, even if it's local, even if it's national, even if it's international, we can be changers of the world, and no matter how small it is, we can do it. And I feel as though, there's some times where I just go on Facebook and I could spend that time writing a committal, writing up an idea, talking to people in my committee and saying, yeah, let's do some good, and let's have fun while we're at it, because I miss you guys, because I'm at NAU, and here are all my friends at NAU, and it's quite sad, and I'm quite cold, and I don't know, I can't get porn in the library. It's not a good situation, basically. I'm like a camel in the desert. I'm so horny. But that being said, welcome to the League of Ordinary Men.